Okay, so you are busy in Diwali work, right?
So that's the reason, I'm like recording. I'm recording because if I won't get time to have conversation, then and at least I can upload, any of the video if I'm having in advance. So that's why I
Yeah, yeah.
want today also I try for at least three. I will try for today to have. Okay, so Khushbu, like we are meeting for the very first time today. So
Yes.
I would like to hear something from you, like about you. Yes, and from where? Come
Yeah,
on,
sure,
start.
ma'am. Yeah, thank you so much for giving this opportunity, ma'am. I am basically from Bihar, ma'am. My name is Khushbu Thakur. I was born in Bihar, but brought up and everything has been done in Jharkhand and Delhi. And after that, after marriage, I shifted to Bangalore. Recently, I am residing in Bangalore for the last 6 years. Here, I am working as a senior English teacher in school. My husband is also working here. I have 4 years old son. He is in school LKG class. If we'll talk about my academic qualification, I have done master in English literature as well as I have done BEd also, CTET qualified, KTET qualified. This all I have done. Recently, I am pursuing for PhD, ma'am. I'm just trying for it. Let's see.
So much you are a learned. I would call you like Khushbu is a learned. Yeah.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much, ma'am, for your words.
And in what profession is your husband? You mentioned, but I just forgot.
Oh, it's
Your
okay,
husband.
ma'am. He is in bank, ma'am. MNC's
Yeah,
company.
yeah.
It is.
He's in bank. Okay. Even my husband was in a bank, but right now he's retired.
It's not like a bank, ma'am. It is MNC company. That bank. In that
Okay.
bank.
Yeah, yeah, got it. Got it. Okay.
Okay.
So now this is. Would you like to, from my side also to give my introduction to you?
Yes, I would like to hear about you also, ma'am.
Thank you so much. So Khushbu, I'm Alka, the capital of UP. And if I talk about my academics, then I'm postgraduate in English. And my two sons, I have two sons, and they both are married. And yeah, I'm here in Lucknow and enjoying with my like these conversations daily. So, but if I talk about my hobbies, then I love reading and connecting to different people and reading books. Yeah, these are my hobbies.
That's right. Recently, which book you have read, ma'am?
Yes, recently, but just a minute. This is a
Yes.
magazine, which I have, whose name is Women's Era. I read only this magazine, like it's very old magazine of mine, like from maybe 20 or 22 years ago. The same magazine I'm having every month, the new yeah, every month, yeah. So this is
That's
I
right.
love this magazine and I can't live without this magazine, yeah. So it's a favorite
As
of mine. There are many stories, and the stories are so spellbinding, I would say, that you can't leave for a moment or so. You'll feel like that I should read the whole story and then only I can move somewhere around, So this is the magazine which I love so much. And I do
very
read like Chetan Bhagat's novels also. So because his English is very good. If heaven, so sorry, you had read or not? Did you read
which one?
Chetan Bhagat's novels?
Not so much, ma'am. I have read one. So the half girlfriend. When I was in college, on that time I read that one only.
Okay, Half
But,
Girlfriend. Yeah, that is also a good one. Yeah.
yeah. Actually, in literature already we have so many novels and books there. That's why. That's
Yeah.
why I always have go through that one. I was not getting proper time to go any others book that I
Okay.
should.
So when
And
did
my
you?
hobby. Yes, ma'am.
Sorry. Yes, yes.
My hobbies are singing and dancing. Whenever I get time, yes, ma'am, I used to dance with my sisters when before marriage. But
Yeah.
after marriage, I used to like dance with my son. Every time me and my son always used to do something. We'll
Oh,
play some music on TV and we will be dancing all the time.
okay.
Whenever we have time, we used to do like that.
Your son is 4 years old, no? You told?
4.6, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. Your husband likes to dance? Does he? No. Okay.
I am very much talkative, ma'am, but my husband is just opposite to me. He is
Okay.
introvert. He won't speak too much. He doesn't like so much dance music. If he wants to listen some music, he will be just put some earbuds in his ear and he will be listening that much, not dancing and all. I like adventure. Whenever I am going outside, I want to do some extra activities and all. But he want anything. He just want what? We should go PVR. We should do go mall like that only he wants. So just
Okay.
opposite to.
But most of the husbands are opposite. I don't know why. Most of the husbands are opposite, you know. If husbands, and if suppose we are not opposite, we are like-minded. So, you know, have you ever read the Newton's third law? The
Hmm.
Newton's law is, you know, in gravitational, yeah. The third law is that
Yes.
for every action, there is a, no, not that. It's not that, you know, it's something about
Opposite
attraction.
direction.
Oppo-
Opposite. Hmm.
yeah, opposite poles attract each other, right? Yeah. So, so this is the thing, yeah, because we should be opposite, you know, in this way, like we will, the, I would say the life will be easy and it's going on very easily, you know. So this is the,
Yeah.
so what
Every
Diwali celebration you are doing? How will you celebrate? Tell me something about you,
uh,
yeah.
actually last year on Diwali night, my elder brother passed away, so we were not.
Oh, my God, your brother,
Yes, ma'am. My elder brother, 2
very
years
sad.
older. Yeah. So we are
Very,
not celebrating Diwali. Till
I'm
anyone
sorry.
born in family. That's why on. If anyone will born in our family, if anyone is going to birth in Diwali only, then only we can start Diwali celebration. Otherwise, for every
I know
time.
that.
Yes.
Very sad. So losing
Last year.
somebody like from, it's very hard, you know, to lose somebody like from our family. Even I lost my brother 2 years back. But yeah, what to do? Nothing is in our hand, you know.
Last year was very bad for us. It was like homemade because I lost my elder brother in 12th of November. Just Diwali night it was. And within a month, I lost my mother-in-law also on 9th December.
Oh,
To back, so my whole family were completely shattered. We are in shock. I don't know. Actually, I was also in mental trauma, but because of this, I started working and all. My husband supported me a lot, and then again, I came out of my trauma. Otherwise, I was too shocked because my elder brother, he was like my father only. I
okay.
don't used to talk so much with my father, but my elder brother was like, for every time, anything if I have to share, I have to tell. I used to call him, भैया ऐसे करना, भैया वो करना है, भैया ऋतु के लिए ऐसे. I have a smaller sister also, one small sister. So कुछ भी होता था like हाँ भैया ये वो. So I was like that.
Yeah,
So
I
what to
can
do?
understand. You know, the brother, elder brothers are, most of the time, they behave like a father, you know. They feel that
Yes.
I'm elder to her. And even my husband has like two sisters. They are younger to him. And so much he cares about his sisters, you know. Like my father-in-law is no more, but my husband, so much he, you know, gives attention to his sisters, and
Yes.
he cares them a lot, you know. So I like this attitude of like husbands, if they care their sisters, it's very nice, you know.
Yes. Now we are only two sisters, me and my younger one.
Okay,
Yeah.
very hard, you know. See, when I, yeah, see, this is some, and your parents, where are they?
My parents are staying in Jharkhand, Bokaro Steel City.
Bokaro. And
Yes,
you
ma'am.
are from, actually, you are from Bihar, you told me, right?
Yes, ma'am. I am basically means my birthplace was Bihar. I
Okay.
born there. Uh, we didn't get a chance to stay in Bihar. After my father's job, we shifted to Jharkhand. Then for higher education, we went to Delhi. Marriage and all. After marriage, I shifted to Bangalore. So in
Okay.
Bihar, we spent so much time to stay there.
Yeah, Bangalore is a good city, right? I've been to
Yes,
Bangalore like once. I've been to Bangalore, and I found that city is a very good city, and you know, very well maintained, I would say. And you
mm,
know and when I went, like it's been very long when I had been to Bangalore, and that time, you know, what I found there, most of the people, you know, they didn't know Hindi. When I spoke to them in Hindi, like I went to a cobbler, you know, to mend my chappal, you know. So when I went to the cobbler, I asked him, "Bhaiya, kitne paise loge?" So he was not able to answer me. So I told him that I asked him in English, so how much money I have to pay for this. That time he told me, "Ma'am, 70 rupees." I was so surprised. My God, 70 rupees for just to do, you have to do a little stitching on that, you're taking 70 rupees. And he was able to answer me in English, but not in Hindi. So
Yes,
yeah,
ma'am. Still in Bangalore, if anyone has to communicate, they have to speak English. It is mandatory here.
yeah,
Because if
yeah,
they won't Hindi language, no, sorry, if they won't speak English, they prefer their native language more. Kannada,
yeah,
Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, they like that much. So if you have to communicate with them, so you have to speak Hindi. They won't prefer, sorry, English. They won't prefer
yes,
Hindi.
yeah,
Never
yeah.
they would conversate with you in Hindi. So here, when I shifted to Bangalore, as I am an English student only. Always I have been an English student. So my English was okay. But when it comes to speaking skills, that you have to communicate with the
Yeah,
people, it doesn't come out automatically because
right,
we are not from English background. So when I
right.
shifted to Bangalore, on that time, what we are facing that if anyone, milkman, anyone who is coming to my door, he speaks only English.
Yes.
So I thought now we have to speak English, otherwise I won't survive here. And the next thing also that Bangalore is too costly, too costly. Even for 2 BHK or like simple, if I tell you just a simple society, you have
Yeah,
to pay 25K, 30K like that. Rent is
right,
also there.
right, right. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
too
I
challenging.
mean to say that in Bangalore you have an environment of English to speak to different people. Like maybe your friends, some of your friends, maybe they're in Bangalore where you are staying. So do you talk to them in English? Are you?
Ma'am, unfortunately, we don't have any friends here.
You don't have.
Only No, ma'am. No friends we have because when I shifted to Bangalore, it was completely new for me, new for us actually. My husband has friends. They are all colleague only, not friends. In office, they have only friends, and in my friends, they are also in school, so they are also colleague only. So
Yeah.
whenever we have to communicate with them, we have to use English only, not Hindi.
And then
Yeah.
why are you? Yeah. Why are you learning? Because you're already you speak very well. So maybe for your child you want to give him the like atmosphere of English, or you want to have a job like in future. Do you want to have
No,
a job?
no, it's not like that, ma'am. I have to get job in like language trainer. I just want to improve English because as I am seeing my son, he's 4.6 years old, but now only he's speaking English better than me.
Yeah, right. Children
Yes, ma'am.
are better than adults. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Because his atmosphere is completely English. When he is going to school, his ma'ams, his caretaker, whoever is here, everyone he is using to communicate with them in English. So his English is better than me. And as
Yes.
being a teacher, I know that I am good in English. But when it comes to speaking like vocabs and all, if I won't practice, I
Oh,
can't do it. Second, ma'am.
right. Ah, yes.
Sorry, ma'am, my son is here only, na, and no one is there too. Nowadays, we are both are on leave. It's heavily raining in Bangalore. So all schools are has been closed in Bangalore. So we both are here. Every time he used to disturb me a lot. Whenever I am having conversation with anyone, otherwise if I am having phone call with my mother also, he will used to call me, Mama, meko baat karni hai. I want Nani, I want Nanu. Every time he used to
Okay.
say like that.
Oh. So your children goes to school. Sorry, your child goes to school, right?
Yes,
Oh.
ma'am.
So,
He's
so
teaching
what time did he come?
by 1 o'clock.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So, Khushbu, you want to ask me any question? Do you have, or should I wrap the session? Because
Yes,
I got to work,
to
Yeah.
have you something. As you were also working, ma'am.
No, no, I'm not working. I'm just a homemaker. And like I would say, in the very long past, I don't even know in which year I was working because it's been very long. But I worked only for few years. That's why I don't call myself like I was a teacher. I don't never I call myself because only for few years. I would say like 5 to 6 years only I have taught in a school. Then my husband got transferred to Punjab, and I had to
Okay.
leave the job. That time we were in Kanpur. So I had to leave this job because every after 1.5 months or 2 months after, I had to come back to Kanpur to meet my in-laws. My husband, so as being the elder one in the house, so he was very much concerned about his parents. So like every month or 1.5 months, we would come to Kanpur. So it was not possible for me in this situation to teach in any school.
I can
So then,
understand, ma'am.
then I left the job and I started taking some tuitions. So whenever I would come to like my hometown, Kanpur, then I would take for long hours. I would sit with the children at my home and take for longer classes, to to complete their course and all that because I would be going to Kanpur for like 4 or 5 days, sometimes for a week also. So on Sundays also I would call them. So in this work, I could manage, by sitting at home. But in the school, I would not get holidays, every now and then. Yeah.
Okay, so ma'am, may I know the reason that why you are, as you told that you were teacher, it's a long back time,
Now,
but your English is damn good, ma'am. As I am speaking with you, we are having conversation. So
now.
you have started your channel. I have gone through your channel and all. You are doing very great job. So what is the purpose of that? If you'll ask
Yeah,
my purpose,
yeah. Yeah, Kushbu. There are like two of the main reasons why I am here, why I'm learning this. The first is that what I had lost in my childhood. So,
hmm,
see, I lost in my childhood means in my initial time, like in the earlier days when I was up to class 8, I could speak very well up to 8 because I was in a convent school. But after 8th class, my father transferred to UP and in Gorakhpur. Gorakhpur, I would say it's a very remote city. That time it was, but now it's developed. So that time in Gorakhpur, there was not a single person to speak to me in English. So I lost all practice during this long time. I lost all practice of English. So that's the reason which now I thought the Skype is there. So I immediately when Madam she joined me over here. So I want to what I lost. So I want to regain this. To have my good fluency. So that's the reason I have joined here. And the second is that I have a good pastime because nobody is here. Only my husband is there in the house. So with how to pass the time whole day. So initially, what I would do, I would lie here and there. Sometimes I would watch TV or read something. In that way, I was literally I was wasting my time. I would say,
okay, ma'am.
yeah. But in
That's
this way, it's
that.
it's so productive. It keeps me engaged the whole day.
Hmm.
So I get myself very busy. So I love to be busy actually. I don't want to sit idle. So this is the reason I'm here.
That's very good, ma'am. That in this age also you are thinking so much that you have to keep busy yourself. It's not only by watching TV you are engaging yourself. You are doing some works that you are improving your English as well as whoever is going to watch you, whoever is listening to you. Even I am watching you, I'm listening you, and I am learning that yeah, in this age also we can do something. You are inspirational for us. That's very good.
Yes, many people tell me the same thing as you told me right now. That ma'am, you are the inspiration for us. So why
Yes, ma'am.
at this age you can do so much? Then why can't we do? So maybe I'm inspiration to many. But even I get inspiration to you people when you speak so good English, and some people they speak so good vocabulary. So even I get inspired. Even I should try for the good words, and I should develop my vocabulary and all that. So even I'm inspired by you all.
Ma'am, frankly speaking, ma'am, English is nowadays it is like a handcuff. You have to learn English. if you have to fit in this modern era, if you have to fit in this society, you have to know English like speaking.
Yeah.
And I improving my English only because for my son. Because
Yeah.
I know being an English teacher, I know that I am good in English. Even I have depth knowledge of grammar as well. But
Right.
still, I'll give you one example, ma'am. Once time, what happened? My son was telling environment. It is a very common example that everyone, I used to give this example to everyone. He was telling that, Mama, I read a book. No, Mama, my ma'am told me a story that we should take care of our environment. And I was little confused that what is this environment? When I asked what is this of environment, then he showed me the book. This is the story we read today. So I was
Okay.
thinking, okay, this environment. We used to pronunciate as environment. From him
Yes.
only I came to know that this is environment. It's not environment.
Correct.
So
Children are very clever. Yeah.
yes, I was like, oh my God, my son is better than me. If I have to fit here, I at least I have to become like step by step. I have to learn something because now I am a teacher. I'm a senior English teacher. After 10 years, if I have to see myself on the top of the school, that I want
Yes.
to be more senior, but I want to go for PGT and then I should improve more because I have to work in private sector
Right.
only. And English teacher, it's very good that you have to improve English in
Right.
here.
Right.
Just
Absolutely right. Yeah.
yeah.
So, Kushbu, any time did you face moments of embarrassment when you couldn't speak to somebody? Did you any time did you face them? No.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Once I want to tell you a story. When I shifted to Bangalore, okay, I gave the first interview to Fusco School. It
Yeah.
is Convent International School. When I went for interview, on the time my written test that was awesome. I got out in written test. I gave the demo that was also okay. But when I came for interview, when they called me for an interview, it was the last attempt that I have to pass. I have to clear to get the job in Fusco School. So when I went for interview, then the sisters and all they were sitting in front of me. When they started talking, ma'am, I was like that. I was numb. Oh my God, what they are talking? I can't fit here. Because when
Yes.
it comes to children, you can teach a lesson very clearly. If you have the knowledge, you have the knowledge of grammar, you can teach the lesson. No issue
Correct.
on that. But when it comes to speaking, when it comes to communication,
That
on
is
that time you
difficult.
think. Yes. And when the sisters, all sisters were there and they started taking my interview, I was thinking, I don't know what should I tell. What should I speak? I was totally confused. And after some time, I only told that, ma'am, I am not eligible for this. I can't fit myself here. And they came out
Yes.
from there. Uh, that was the first job that was the first interview I faced in Bangalore. Afterwards, by the grace of God, I worked a lot, ma'am, and I improved, and not a single place I failed as a teacher. Not a single place I failed as a teacher. Whenever I am going to now, it's Narayana E Techno School. In one time, I got selected for three schools, and I have to choose that which one I want to prefer. Yes, ma'am. So many interviews I cracked. Even nowadays, I am going for a special lecturer if
Okay.
any
Very
special
nice.
yes ma'am because as I am pursuing I told you PhD I am looking for PhD also so I am pursuing so in here in Bangalore New Horizon College is there or some colleges are there they are calling me for a special lecture if I have to
Very
go I am comfortable I am going there if I have time I can go I can give a special
So all
lecture
lectures totally in English, right? All
yes
of
ma'am
your lectures. Okay.
yes
And one lecture takes how much time? One lecture,
45 minutes
45. So continuously you have to speak in English, right?
in Bangalore, it's not only about lecture, ma'am. No one can speak Hindi in English. Sorry, in school, no one can speak. If anyone is speaking Hindi, they have to pay their penalty charge. Even for teacher also,
Ah,
just no.
see, yeah, of course, in my time also, I told you, know, in like in my earlier days, I was in a convent school. So that time, if somebody would talk in Hindi, and if the class teacher came to know that such a person has spoken in Hindi, then that time we had to pay a fine of 25 paisa. But 25 paisa at that time was like too much, you know.
Just
Yeah.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
so we should, actually we carried some coins with us, and suppose even the, the what to say, the captain of the, of our class, so he was a boy, so he would write the names, whenever he finds somebody like if such a person is talking in Hindi, so he would write the name and show to the class teacher, and the class teacher would take a fine of 25 paisa that time, yeah.
So in my school where I used to work, there also if a teacher is also speaking in staff room also, if we are having gatheration of teachers and we are talking in Hindi, we have to pay. We can't speak Hindi. In complete school, if you are in school place, when you can't speak Hindi, you have to speak completely English. If only Kannada subject is there, on that subject you have to speak Kannada, and Hindi subject you can speak Hindi. But in Hindi also you have to translate it in English. It is a rule here because in Hindi they have the translation written in English because here students are unable to learn Hindi. Even my son, as I told, now he started learning in LKG. He started learning and he is unable to write completely. But when it comes to English, he is
Yeah.
completely fine in writing.
Okay, yeah.
Yes. So here we have to learn so many things, and we have to make, especially if I have to work here, then I have to fit here. And for fitting, I have to improve daily, daily, daily. I can't skip from it.
Yeah, speak, but you actually speak very well, Khushbu. Because the thing is that daily you go on speaking because you have to give lectures also, and you have joined this type also. But when you get time to have conversation, I think you are already busy. So when you get time,
See, ma'am, when I started this channel, the purpose of starting this channel to improve myself. Once I was just scrolling down the YouTube channel, then I saw that people are having anyone's random conversation. They are having the conversation with anyone's.
yes,
So I thought, why I can't do? If I do this conversation with any random people, I will
yes,
also get benefited from them, and they will also get something from, because being a teacher I know that I have something that anyone can learn from me also. So I thought, why, once I start this channel, let's see it will go or not. I don't know, whenever I am getting time, I'm just trying to conversation with anyone. I don't know in future what is going to happen. If I won't get time, I have to shut down the channel also, that also I know. But still I am trying to manage it, because
okay,
in conversation we have to conversate with anyone at least by 30 minutes, 20 minutes. If in the front of the person, like I'm talking to you now, it is going to 30 minutes, but some persons are there, they just want, okay, I want some videos from my chat for my channel only, so they want conversation for 15 minutes, 12 minutes, that much only they want. So for this,
okay,
okay, if you want that only, okay, 10 or 15 minutes is okay. While sitting on the school background, sorry, school playground, I can have
yes,
the conversation in 10 or 15 minutes. But if it comes to like proper conversation, that I am having conversation with you, one ma'am also came, Sumitra ma'am. She was from English Yari. So for with her, I have conversation of around 1 hour 30 minutes, and it was a genuine conversation. I enjoyed a lot, ma'am, because I came to learn so many. Because what we were doing, we are discussing about a general topic, any topic, gender bias, so many.
so sometimes we also discuss on topic. But actually, when I meet to somebody for the first time, like today I met you for the first time, so I have a normal conversation. But the second time when we will speak, so it will be something different. This was a actual casual talk. Whenever I meet to somebody for the first time, so I always have a casual talk.
Comes to like how we can speak fluent English. On that time only by hello, hi, how are you, what do you do? This was for us we
Yeah,
have to discuss. Yes, for us, we have to discuss, because when sitting in front of 40 or 50 students in a class, we are managing that students. There we have to learn n number of things. Anyone are like blunder, ma'am. They are notorious criminal. Anyone they can ask. We have to keep ready ourselves. So if we lack something, we are unable to give the answer. We won't give the answer. Can't speak properly, so they will fire me also.
yeah.
So
Now they want to have like everything answered there only, that time only. They're very inquisitive, I would say, nowadays, children, yeah.
only inquisitive, ma'am. They are notorious also, ma'am. Sometimes, ma'am, literally, once I students of, I think he was a student of BCom first year. Okay, he told, you don't look like married. How can I believe that you are married? See,
actually, the same question I was about to ask you initially. When I saw your face, for the first time, I thought she's some student. When I just I had a glance at your sindoor, then I thought, oh no, she's married. Yeah.
Yes.
But you look like some student, I would say. Really.
Thank you so much, ma'am. But Khushbu, you look like a student. It means like a compliment. Yeah, okay. Thank you so much, ma'am, for appreciating me. But when any student is asking me like that, right, on that time, I can't say anything. Yeah. I don't know what should I answer him. Yeah. 28 years old, and I don't. My mother is also like that. Even she is a grandmother, but she doesn't look like a grandmother. It came from our gene. I am doing everything. I am putting vermilion. I am using mangalsutra. Everything I am using, and still, if
I want to ask you one thing: do you apply bindi or not? Whenever you go something like for a function or anywhere, when you have to wear a sari, so do you apply bindi or not?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes. Okay. Bindi, it's not like casually I used to put bindi. Yeah. Every time when I'm going, I am getting time, I am using hair combing and all. I used to put bindi. I love bindi and all makeup, not so much like whatever the symbolizations of a married woman. You can't put bangles, you can't see me. Not even I am using when I am going to school, I have to wear watch. I am using watch also, but still with watch, one bangle will be there. At least a single bangle to put. Yes, ma'am. Because if I without bangle, my mother will see me. She will beat me. Why? So many modernization you have there. What? इतना modern हो गई, ये हो गई, वो भी फलाना. She will scold me so much, ma'am. So those bichwas in your feet, on your feet. Do you wear those bichwas? Okay. Yes, ma'am. In two fingers. We should be like traditionally. Yeah, but nowadays, even my daughter-in-law is like, she's around 35 at this time, but she never puts bindi. But whenever she goes to some function, whenever she has to wear the sari and all, so that time she will apply bindi, but not every time. Yeah. But bangles and bishna will be there. When I'm going to school, we have to put sari and otherwise kurta and chudidar. So on that time, I tell you just now, every time we have to put bindi, sindoor. That is, it's not like that. It is mandatory. So many people they don't follow it, but I love to follow all this tradition. In any dress, Western dress also. I love to Western dress also because my husband likes. So at that time also you will see my bichwa, my sindoor, my mangalsutra, my chudi, everything you can see. Without this, it's not possible that I won't get outside. Even at home also, every time I'll be on this. Bindi, sometime I don't use to put there bindi because my mother tongue is Hindi. You all speak in Hindi? Okay. Yes, ma'am. Hindi is our mother tongue. Actually, our language is Mathili. 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 Yeah, I come from Brahmin family. Yeah, even we are Brahmins. Yeah, even we are. Yeah. So, Khushbu, I would like to connect with you someday again, okay? And give me a chance to connect again. Yeah. And that time we will have something different to speak that time, right? Sure. So, bye, Khushbu.